Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of Alpengard, Waves of Beryl, here on the Talking Crit. We've got Sedge here leading the way, and you're welcome to do so anytime. Right now we're looking at my character
Right on.
sheet. Let me swap that around.
Welcome everyone who's listening, and as always to my players, thanks for joining. Who, if anyone, would like to summarize what happened last time?
Go ahead, Jaja. Making us late and shit.
Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. So, we
Remind me not to mess with you, Jeff. I'm not gonna make you feel that you have to do anything.
Maybe.
Stainer, you were just testing out the magic in that barrel pool, right?
Yeah, just giving it a test.
I believe we did have an epic conclusion, Stainer.
Come on in, the
The
water's
last
great.
thing. What was that?
Said, come on in, the water's great.
And I believe you did blow chunks into said water after Galdrin used expulsion to drive out the influence on you.
Yeah, but I was hoping that wasn't going to get mentioned.
All right, well, we will pick up right there. Thanks for the summary. Stater, you have just leaned over, blown chunks into the barrel pool. From Rajaja Ray, after you hit Dargeep with the stone, she disappeared down under the water, giving you a very disappointed look. She did not fight back that you know of. And yes, now that Galvin, you have used expulsion to drive the spiritual influence off of Stainer, he has emptied himself onto that pool, and it is floating there, and all goes quiet.
There's a couple full pieces of troll nuggets.
gumbo.
All of you feel free to give me search checks. Pretty high target of 27.
Ooh.
All right, Galdrin. Nice roll.
It's gonna
All
be
right,
another
Stainer,
one of
you are
those weeks.
understandably sick. You have your mind on other things.
Like, is that still edible? You guys think that's still edible?
I do not.
It's floating there. Let's see if Jaja Ray notices. Okay, yeah, Jaja Ray, I think you're so angry at Stainer for having dipped his toe in the water that you aren't noticing this, and Stainer, you're feeling pretty nauseated. But Galdrin, I'm gonna whisper this to you. All right, Galdrin, incoming message.
All right. Kind of looks like what's left of that food you vomited is dissolving in this water. I don't think it's water.
I mean, it didn't hurt me none.
All right, Stainer, when you look at it, it does indeed look like all those bits and chunks are breaking apart.
Well, I suppose that answers my question. What do you suppose that is, Galdrin? Besides my cat taking a shit in the background.
Hmm.
All right, Stainer, you are still right next to the water, and Galdrin and Jaja Ray, you are still back from it. Is anybody stepping up to the water, testing it with anything, or stepping away?
I mean, I don't mind sticking, like, stirring it around a bit.
Is there there's a bunch of trees around. Is there a stick I could grab?
Absolutely. Definitely fallen branches everywhere. No sweat.
I'll grab a stick and stick the end in it for a second.
All right. You stick the end of it into the water, and it feels thick and a bit viscous, a little sludgy.
Hmm.
All right, Calvin, since you had that very high check, I'm going to whisper one last thing to you.
When he knocked me out of my out of that stupor, did he knock me out of my transitive feelings as well?
You definitely, yeah, any sense of the magic power that you were gaining from the pool is now gone.
Okay.
And you notice that any sense from that arcane omen you were using seems to have faded away. So you were feeling very normal.
What's normal? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And Galvin, that portion is shifting a little bit. Definitely
Mhm.
not the shape of the pool.
I think that lady is moving around. If it was a lady,
I mean, it looked like a lady.
well, whatever's in there now looks all maybe. I don't think it has a definite shape that I can see. Maybe she's goop. Who knows?
Oh, I just vomited
Okay.
on her.
While you guys are standing right there, suddenly the water erupts. That sludgy portion, this is against both of you, against your nimble defenses.
22.
All right. So it'll be the same against both your defenses. Does that hit either of you?
Nope.
You said it was against
Okay.
Nimble.
Yes.
You beat me by 1.
Okay, so it did get you, or you beat it by 1.
It got me.
Okay. All right, suddenly this absolutely horrific looking pile of sludge that's not quite the beryl green of the rest of it leaps out of the pool, explodes. It tries to get both of you. Galdrin, maybe just because you sort of noticed it, you saw it coming at the last second and managed to shift. Stainer, it hits you. As soon as it touches your skin, you feel a corrosive effect eating away at your hide.
Hot, hot,
It
hot,
does
hot,
not
hot,
feel
hot.
good. All right. This will be Rasparm.
Oh,
It's pretty brutal.
Dang.
18.
I told you she was goop.
I have a -1 in rasp.
Okay, so you only take 17.
Oh, still not great.
All right, go ahead and give me your hasten checks, y'all. This thing is burning Numa on improved hasten in an attempt to get the drop on you guys. Okay. Galdrin on 23.
+6.
Jaja on 6. You want to burn a Numa on a reroll? Okay. Okay. We will put you in descending order. Galdrin, you are up.
All
This
right.
huge
Let's
bit of
see.
slime.
It's goop. I'm gonna try Arcane Thunder Ray.
Okay. Go ahead. If I'm not mistaken, that targets its nimble defense.
Yep. 11.
Okay. Unfortunately, that will miss its nimble. Would you like to burn on a reroll?
I'm good for now.
Okay. Are you going to move at all or stay right there?
I'll stay.
Okay. Feral Slime here, your pal, is going to burn the Numa on going after you. Galdrin, since you just tried to shoot it with Thunder Ray, I'm going to take a wild guess and say that will hit.
Yeah.
All right. It bends off a Stainer that is 16 Rasparm. Seeps right through you, or right through your clothing. I'm guessing you are feeling that significantly.
Yep.
All right. Stainer, we are up to you.
I'm going to I'm going to I'm going to read this spell real quick.
Oh. Jaja, you are watching in horror as this slime has covered both of your friends. And they cry out in pain.
Also thinking one may have deserved it.
I'm going to cast Doom Nails on it. I'm going to spin the 2 Numa.
Okay. Doom Nails it is. Feel free to fire away at its mindful defense.
Okay.
Now, are you going to do the, oh, haha,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to burn a Numa on a reroll?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Mindful is 18.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, nice. Now, are you going to do the gloom or the gleam version of it?
The gleam.
Okay. Excellent. You picked the right one. It's vulnerable to gleam.
Oh
So good for
shit.
you.
Okay, so it's 2d4.
Fire away.
Right.
So it's 2d4 plus the 1d8. So 2d4 shake, and then 1d8 gleam. Okay. All right. The thunder from the doom knell, you toll the bell. You see it rattle the sludgy liquid, and the light burns into it, and the creature recoils from your power.
Nice. I like to imagine that my bell toll sounds like the Taco Bell late night toll.
Are you going to step back at all or stay at point blank?
Absolutely. Is it still on me?
So it hasn't grappled you, it's dribbling off of you, so it
Okay.
is effectively at range 0, but you can move out of it.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to move back my 5 feet.
Okay. Okay, you take your stride step. Jajare, you are up. Okay, go for it. All right, firing against its nimble defense, which is 16. Okay. It manages to slide out of the way. Are you going to burn a Numa on the reroll? It is trying to dodge. Okay. Yes. You gonna let it go? Okay. The rock bounces off of the stone wall behind. It's moving. It's very, very hard to pin down. The sludgy mass is shifting constantly, so that's how it dodges the rock. Are you going to move at all? Okay. Galdrin, you are face to face with this thing. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna try Arcane Thunder Ray again.
Okay. All right. You going to burn on an improved?
Yep, I'll do that.
Okay. If you burn on the improved, you cannot miss. It's because you're at minimum, you're going to roll a 1. You will get its nimble defense, which is 16. So I believe you have a +5, correct? To your strike?
Yep.
Okay. Yes, and if you burn, you auto hit, but you can still roll for a crit if you would like.
That's what
If
I'm
you-
doing.
Um,
Oh, I had 2 slash rolls. Go.
Oh,
35.
wow. You did. Nice. Okay. Max damage plus roll a d4. And if you hit a 4 on the d4, the damage avalanche will continue.
Oh, damn.
See. Roll a d4. 1d4.
Oh,
Okay, roll another d4.
See?
You may have convinced this thing to back off.
Dang it.
Okay. All right.
That's
What's max for Thunder Ray?
That's 8.
And then your harm modifier?
So that'd be 9 plus 4, 13 plus 1.
Okay. All right.
14.
You shoot the Thunder Ray into the creature. Nicely done. It definitely rattles it. Are you stepping back or
Yes.
staying put?
I am stepping back.
Okay. You taking the safe stride step back or
Safe stride step back. Yep.
okay. Cool. All right. You step back from it. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. Up to Barrel Slime. It is moving very slowly, but it manages to shift. For this one, it is going to go against, wow, you guys both hurt it pretty evenly. So it's going to try to get both of you.
Oh. I mean, I'm sorry for throwing up on you and all.
That was it digesting your chunks, by the way.
Dang.
So what you witnessed was its digestive process. I believe it got you both, correct?
Yeah, it did.
Yep.
Okay. But I'm going to split its damage in half. Okay, so 9 rasp to each of you.
I'm like big hurt again, you guys.
Later, are you traumatized?
Yo, yeah.
Okay, you're taking the -6 then to your strikes and all kinds of stuff. Galdrin, are you traumatized or just
I am traumatized.
okay? You are also taking the -6. You are up, Stainer.
I'm gonna try to run away.
Okay, cool.
And I'll sprint as well to go my full
Okay.
movement.
Full move. All right, it's going to take a little swipe at you. It won't be as impactful as a normal hit if it hits. Hopefully not. And a 13, I believe, would miss, correct?
It does miss.
Okay. It lashes out, but you can move your 5 squares and you can still attack if you want.
Yeah, and then I will. I'm
You
going
had the
to.
impression. Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to Dread Veil.
Okay. You had the feeling when you launched Doom Knells that it was the light portion of it that was the most effective.
Right. So no Numa.
All right, you are taking a -6 to hit here.
Okay, actually, so I will
Your
spend a
strike.
Numa, and I'll roll uh, advanced.
You can do improved.
Improved. Okay.
Yeah. Your target is 18.
I'm still rolling the -6, right?
Correct.
So I would just roll straight d20.
Yeah, if you have a +6, then yeah,
Yep. Okay.
evens out.
Oh my god.
Well, you get the +10. It's a 10 plus d20.
Okay.
So unfortunately, that still misses its mindful. Do you want to burn on a reroll?
Yes.
Okay.
So that puts me down 2. There we go.
Nice. All right, you hit it.
Okay. And that is 1d8 plus 4.
Okay. Nice. All right, the creature definitely takes some hurt from the dread veils. It glows. The light clearly bothers it, but it is still looks like it's in good condition. Jaja Ray, are you gonna do anything else, Stainer?
No, I'm being a chicken shit and running away. I don't want to die again. I don't want to die again.
Jaja Ray, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna try to hit it again.
Okay. Hopefully. Its nimble is 16. Oh, nice. Right. Were you doing the sling or were you doing your pole arm? Okay. All right, you hit it. Gonna burn on improved harm or just roll the dice? Okay. All right. The stone hurls through it. It splashes as it hits it. There's a loud, sloppy smacking noise. You don't think it affected it that much. You think you may have harmed it a bit, but the viscous liquid can give so well with impact that you think it was minimally effective. Okay. Galvin, that brings us back up to you. You gonna do the stride step? You gonna run or stay and slug it out?
I'm gonna get out of here. It's
Okay. It is going to, as you are moving at speed faster than a stride, it takes a swipe at you and misses.
uh-huh.
All right, you can still attack if you would like.
Let's see. Let's do Arcane Thunder Ray again.
Okay.
I'm gonna burn a Numa to do improved as well.
Okay. All right, and you were taking that -6 as well.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Okay. Nope.
Okay. You gonna burn on a reroll or let it go?
I'm just gonna let it go.
Okay. All right. We are up to our pal Barrel Slime's turn. All of you feel free to give me look checks. Barrel Slime moves 1 square, and that's it. It cannot get to you. So it is moving extremely slowly. Go ahead and give me those look checks. nice. Wow, across the board. All right. We do this handy little. Right. Jaja Ray, you were the only one who notices this. It lurked really, really well. So sorry about that, Galdrin and Stainer, despite your good rolls. Jaja Ray, just to your right, you notice an extremely large beryl-colored constrictor snake comes slithering out of a hole where you had looked in earlier. You are both going at the same time. Let me do its hasten check. Well, you notice it, so you are not surprised. All right. We're going to add it into the mix. And unfortunately, it beat you on the hasten check. So we are going to start with good old barrel slither here. It interrupts. And you know what? I'm just going to put it right after barrel slime, actually. All right, so we went barrel slime and now barrel slither. It comes right for Galdrin. And it is moving very fast. All right, Galdrin, this is going to be going after your nimble defense, which is
All right.
substantially weakened due to the trauma. All right. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that got you.
Even with the even without the trauma.
Okay. All right. You didn't even see it coming. It was out of your right. At the last second, you saw a flash of light across the green scales as it struck at you. It wraps around you and immediately begins to crush. I'm guessing that drops you. That is
Yeah.
whelm damage.
Even with the -2.
Okay. All right. The snake wraps around Galdrin horrifyingly and just absolutely, you hear his bones crack as he lets out a horrifying breath. What does that sound like, Galdrin?
Avenge me!
Okay. Stainer, you are up.
Shit, what do we do? What do we do? Snake's pretty preoccupied with Galdrin, right?
It is. It looks like barrel slime, you saw that it only moved 5 feet towards you. So you have a second before it can get to you. It's going to take it at least one more turn to get to you.
Fuck it. I'm gonna try and stab this thing with my heavy scepter.
Okay.
So I'll move over next to it.
Okay. Gonna do a charge attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair warning, if you move there, barrel slime is going to be, it will be able to step and hit you on its next turn.
We can move here because, like,
You want to go, want to
Where
do the other
its head
side?
is.
well, he's wrapped around
Yeah.
Geldrin.
Yeah. It wrapped around him, but it did not go into full grapple mode with Galdrin. So, but its head is right there, and you can absolutely take a smack at it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stab him in his head.
All right.
That is a +5, -6. Ugh.
Okay. Unfortunately, that misses. This snake is very quick. You gonna burn on a reroll or let it go?
I'm gonna let that one go.
Okay. Jaja Ray, you are up.
I'm going to try to stab it with my
Okay. Okay. Dagger it is. Oh, nice. Crit. Good for you. Max damage plus roll a, oh, since dagger, you're in the elusive stance, so just roll 1d4. And if you roll a 4, you get to roll another. Yeah, so you can, yeah, just a d4. Slash roll d4. All right. So you do, feel free to whatever max damage on your dagger plus your harm mod +2 from the crit. All right. Excellent. Yep. Okay. All right. It is a scaly creature. You think its hide turned part of the blow, but it definitely felt it. Oh, and by the way, you would, to use the dagger, you would have had to step up, but you can step into Galdrin's space if you want, since he has been dropped on the ground, or wherever you'd like. Okay. All right. You bury your dagger into it. Okay. You step over, stab right into it. The creature hisses at you, and it is bleeding out of a giant gash you left in it. It felt that. All right, Galdrin, we are ticking away the time. So this will be round 1. You have 3 because you guys are tier 3. So, you have 3 rounds total, so 1 round just ticked away on the death timer. Good news is you're passed out. Barrel slime inches closer, but does not attack. Barrel slither, Jaja Ray, it glowers at you, and is going to go after you. So that will be all right. I know that this is a very strong defense for you, correct? Oh, I don't know why all my monsters are rolling. Okay, yeah. Okay. The snake wraps around your midsection and crushes. All right. 19 whelm damage. So this is, do you have any resist whelm? Okay. You hear Growljaw barking. And you can tell he's leaping towards you. Jaja Ray, are you traumatized, impaired? Okay, so you are both traumatized. As you are there, suddenly you see Growljaw come leaping up onto the stone. Looks like he's going to be with you in just a second here. He is barking. Right behind him, a familiar figure from Beryl House appears. He looks at, and I'm fortunately, it is not Trelissy. All right. We are going to put Eldraud right here. You remember that he was an Exarch at Beryl House. But and he was wearing armor, he's carrying his shield, he has his scepter out. Stainer, you see him in the corner of your eye. You recognize a fellow Exarch. You're half wondering what his loyalties are when he is going to aim right at, he aims his scepter at the snake to burn Numa on the reroll. Okay. A ray, a glowing halo, you recognize the Dread Veils, appears around the snake's head. Okay, the snake shrieks in pain. And looks at Eldrad, now seeing the new threat. Stainer, you are up. Still point blank with the snake.
I'm going to. I want to do something creative. How much do you think this snake weighs?
Oh, interesting.
Or can I?
Your guess.
Or Galdrin, how much do you weigh?
Go 182.
Can I use a deadlift to throw him out of the area towards Elrod?
You can absolutely try to deadlift and certainly pull him out of the area.
I have a deadlift of 420
Let me see.
pounds.
Okay, that would do it. All right. You have a feeling that python or whatever kind of snake this is, it is probably in about the 250-ish range. So yes, you are capable, but of course that's a moving snake versus Caldron is just dead weight at this point.
Right. I would
All
like
right,
to
you're going
think
to
that
deadlift him.
once the snake had went after Jaja and started coiling around her, it may have loosened him up enough I could yank him out and just as soon as I heard Growljaw and I saw Elrod, I yank him and throw him.
Okay, you yank him, you deadlift him, pull him up, and you are, now that's still a very heavy weight, but you can certainly move him out of the way into the square next to you. This is this little stone kind of rift here that is elevated. You can't quite toss him up onto that, but you can certainly get him out of the way of the snake. Maybe move him into the square directly behind you. So you are between him and the snake.
We'll do that.
Okay. Eldrin, we are moving your prostrate form there. And Jaja Ray, I'm going to put you to where you stepped over his body. All right, Stainer, are you going to do anything else on your turn?
Is there anything else I can do?
You can take a stride step back if you want.
No,
Or you can run.
I'm gonna help Zaja.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay put.
All right, Jaja. Cool. Jaja, you are traumatized, but up.
And do anything?
I mean, you can chop it. You know, part of your oh well, you can absolutely attack. You'll be taking a -6, but you know that you had bit into it. So you can go for your dagger, step back, pull out the glaive.
Where does the -6 come from? Like, I know I'm traumatized, but where do you get that number from?
Oh, so it's not listed on the sheet, but that's just the penalty for being traumatized.
Okay.
You take a -6 to a bunch of stats.
Okay, so it's the same across the board. It's just traumatized is
Correct. Yep. Impaired is -3, traumatized is -6.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna try to stab at it.
Okay. You have a -6 to your strike roll.
I'm just gonna roll the straight d30 because my strike is +6. So.
All right. Unfortunately, that barely misses it. Nimble is 5. Do you want to burn Numa on a reroll?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, Jaja Ray. Okay. You gonna burn again or let it go?
Let it go.
Okay. The creature looks very hurt from the dagger wound you dealt it. Are you going to step anywhere? You see the slime creature out of your peripheral vision, out of your left side. It is converging on you. You could do a stride step behind Stainer to get out of its way, since it's moving so slowly.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. So I can come here.
You can only move one square if you're doing a stride. Perfect. All right, you step back, disengage with barrel slither, unless you want to pull out your glaive, and Galvin, that is round 2. Barrel
Alright.
slime steps here, but cannot attack. Barrel slither between the hefty wound dealt to it by Jaja Ray and the red veil that Eldrod threw out it. Barrel slither turns to run. Stainer, it is moving in cautiously, so you are welcome to take a smack at it, albeit with a -6, but with your heavy scepter as it tries to run.
Okay, that would be so with my heavy scepter. So 1d30 -1.
On the nose. All right, you
Oh.
smack it. All right, go ahead and roll up some harm. And this is a half harm strike because the impromptu strike is considered a quick blow, but so we'll divide this in half and round up. Oh, I think
Oh,
a
yep.
die got missed.
Yep, I did.
Okay. Hopefully some good wreck harm. Nice. Okay. Ouch. Cutting it in half and applying its scales, but the fact is,
Does that explode?
no, it does not. Only when it's the strike roll.
Okay.
It's the but all right. You smack into it with your heavy scepter. This creature is getting out of there. It flees back down the hole because it can move quick enough to do that. You're welcome to run up to the hole next turn to see if you can get it. But Barrel Slither drops out of combat. That brings us back to Eldrod, who sees the massive slimy mass coming for you. And he is not going to try to leap over this little chasm in front of him. So he is burning to throw Dread Veils on good old Barrel Slime. All right. He managed to miss it. So he is burning again because he senses that y'all are in trouble. Okay, man, just to get it. All right. Barrel slime. The creature shakes a bit, shudders at the gleaming light, a halo burning on it, and Eldrod is burning the Numa to leave the halo on Barrel Slime. So that'll attack it at the start of Barrel Slime's next turn.
Okay.
Stainer, we are up to you.
I will cast a Dread Veils at it.
Okay.
The gleaming variety.
Excellent. Now that I think about it, so Eldrod could not see Galdrin when we get back to Galdrin. So you hit. Nice job, Stainer. Jaja in the back of your mind, you see that Galdrin is bleeding out. So you may have to try to stabilize him next turn.
Yeah, that was my goal. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Stainer, you hit. Nice. All right. That light is. Oops, actually more.
And I'll actually move
All right,
over
you
here.
try Barrel Slime. Jaja we are up to you. Galdrin is not looking good.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna try to help you. Voice from
So
the
you
sky
do
will
have
help you.
training. All right. Yes, exactly. All right, you do have training in mend, so you can stop and make a mend check. And you also, I believe, have some Scald Salt Bomb left. Okay, so you can throw the Scald Salt Bomb on a wound to heal him up, stop him from bleeding, and make a mend check to stabilize him. Yeah, I'll just assume you're wiping the Scald Salt Bomb on a bandage and applying it real quickly. And you're welcome to take a step away from Barrel Slime as well. Actually, given the fact that you're going to try to dress his wound and do the Scald Psalm, I'm going to take away your ambulation action. It's too much to try to jump to the side and do that in 2 seconds. Cool. And you can roll a d12 for the, I believe you have Apex Scald Salt, if I remember. Okay, that's a d12, and then feel free to make that mend check. Okay. Okay. You're not sure how well you did, but there are a lot of cracked bones. Yes. Nice. Okay, you apply Galdrin just in the nick of time. You groggily wake up and you start screaming because you have little salt in wounds where bones had snapped and pierced your flesh and started to bleed out. And so picture salt in that. So you are feeling that. However, you are now at 10 grit, but you feel absolutely terrible. Okay, Galdrin, you feel absolutely awful. You don't think you can fight right now, but you think you might be able to try to stand up. Maybe stagger on top of this, try to get up on this stone pillar, or at least lean against it, but you don't think you can manage much else.
Yeah, I'll just get up against that pillar. That's all I'll do.
Okay. You sort of flop over it. All right. Barrel Slime seems to value its life and is moving back towards the pool. Eldrod is going to burn the Numa. to attempt to hit it again. All right. Wow. Burned on the ongoing. So that will also. There's an on. All right. Unfortunately, the extra attack doesn't hurt Barrel Slime this round. Stainer, we are up to you.
Dreadveils are still chasing after, slapping it around.
Okay. Are you going to fire another Dreadveils?
Yeah, yeah.
Or. Okay, gotcha. Cool. All right, you got it. All right. Barrel Slime does not seem happy. Judge Ray, we are up to you.
I'm just gonna move back with Galdrin.
Okay. You step back. Galdrin is breathing. You can attempt to make another mend check. You don't think your last one was successful. He is still bleeding out.
Not much better.
Okay. Galdrin, you were at 10 grit. Now you are down to 9 due to the bleed out. But you are feeling more coherent. You believe you can do an attack this round if you wish, or move, or whatever you'd like to do.
I'm going to just back up a
Okay.
little bit more.
All right. Are you going to throw an arcane ray at Barrel Slime or let it go?
Could really save my Numa.
Well, you can't. Oh, that's right. I forgot I cost 1 for you because you're a sentinel, not a full monk. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Barrel Slime moves 1. It is clearly desperately trying to get to that pool. Eldrad. Burning his Numa. Not sure how much he has. Okay. Throws the halos. Oh, and his ongoing halos. Unfortunately, does not work on Barrel Slime. Stainer, you are up.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm going to run up here and I'm going to. I kind of want to spin the 3 Numa and entomb the Forsaken on it.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
All right. So you're going to attack and cause the entomb to persist.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Fire away.
Nope. I'm not spending no more.
Okay. All right. Judge Ray, we're up to you. Okay. Okay. You gonna hop up on the stone and all right. Hopefully we can stabilize. Okay. Hey, it's just because he's moving so much. He's wiggling. All right, Galdrin, you drop back. Galdrin, you drop back to 8 grit. Are you going to do anything else this round? Be careful of this hole right here. You see it right next to you in that square, right next to Growljaw. Are you going to move again or stay put?
Stay put.
Okay. All right. Feral slime moves here. You see it creeping over the edge and spreading across the pool. You have a feeling that next turn it's going to drop down below and might be beyond your reach. However, Eldraud, he is not burning Numa this time since he is running low and knows that he might need it. Okay. With red veils from Eldrad, breaks apart within the light and just remains a pile of sludge here near the pool and does not make it into it. It dies. Stainer, we are up to you. The snake is gone down the hole.
Who the fuck's idea was it to come all the way out here to get eaten by goop? I mean, come on, guys. I'll climb over. Elrod, thank you for the assist.
You are welcome. You notice that some of you remember last time when you saw him in the barrel house, he was covered in, and he was wearing Exarch vestments, and they were all beryl colored.
Mm-hmm.
You notice those vestments are gone, and he has replaced them with a surcoat, even though I know the character on screen still looks green, but his surcoat and the rest of his Exarch vestments are now a mixture of black, white, and gray, very ornate looking. And Stainer, you would immediately, I'm not even going to make you roll, you immediately recognize that as a very normal Exarch color pattern, as
Similar
in
to mine.
non-cultic. Elgrod is pulling out. He says, as I feel tired, but I do have a potion and I could use that to heal somebody. Who needs it the most? He's looking at all three of you. He can tell you're all in very bad condition.
There's blood splurting out of Galdred's armor.
Probably that guy.
Okay. Elgrod drinks his potion and he is burning on Sanctified Rehab. Galdrin, you feel your wounds healing up. And you get to add your healing mod to this.
All right.
Do the roll in just a second here. And he does have some training in mend, so add this to it. All right, so that's 17 grit plus your healing mod, and you are stabilized.
I'm no longer impaired or traumatized.
Okay. Stainer, Jajaray, I know you have probably some Scald Salt Balm left. Stainer, I don't know if you have any Kindlers left to let you use Sanctified Rehab.
I
Use a skull top. It's a 1d12.
Yes. Nice.
no, I'm out.
Okay. All right. He Eldrod looks at you with concern and pulls another potion from his pocket. He said, "Would you like to?" He says, "I'm exhausted."
I could do
He's
it.
looking at you,
Yes.
Stainer.
I could go for it.
Okay. He tosses the potion to you.
I miss breaks. No, kidding. All right, so it's
You have any training in mend?
yeah, +1.
Okay. You have standard training?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to add an extra D2. So with Sanctified Rehab, if I remember correctly, there'll be 4d4 plus 1d2 for your standard mend training, plus 3, plus the healing mod of whoever you're healing. I don't know if you're going to heal yourself or heal Jaja Ray.
Oh, I'm healing myself.
Okay, so feel free to throw your healing mod on there.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, Galdrin, you are feeling much better. Okay, Stainer, you definitely feel better after that. The ray comes out of your scepter and flows into you. Galdrin, Jaja Ray, your functional Jaja Ray, are you out of the traumatized zone, did you say?
Yes, I'm
Okay, excellent. All right, you're still injured, all of you, and probably not so great on Numa. Eldrod is very low on Numa, but he's staying put. He says, "I don't want to risk jumping over this gap here. I'm not the sprightliest fellow you've ever met."
Is there anything in there? Can you see anything?
He looks down. He says, "I don't see anything moving. I think you're safe." Growljaw is here wagging his tail. Meanwhile, Eldrod.
Before we decide to leave or go anywhere, I want to go take a look more at this well.
Okay. Walk back up to the well. It's just the beryl green water has settled. You don't see anything moving in it, and there is nothing left of your vomit.
Hmm.
Galdrin and Jaja Ray, what are you going to do?
stay away from the well.
Yeah,
Okay.
staying away from that darn well.
All right, Stainer, the well water is it's a strange mixture of clarity and opaqueness. I mean, I guess I'll just call it translucent in between.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very still right now. You do not see any objects down it. You do not see any sign of Dargeep, the lady from the marketplace to whom you sold the beryl stone and amulet. The sludge is all around your feet. It has been destroyed, and Eldrod is resting. That fight clearly took a lot out of him, and he looks at you. He says, "What happened when you came here?"
I don't honestly remember. was having a calling that kind of led us to several different interesting places. We found one of our marks, but I don't really recall what I'm doing here at this well.
I know the people at Barrel House recommended you go here. What all happened? Since do you do either? Did I catch your names? Was it Galdrin and Jaja Ray? Remember that right?
Yeah, that's
Well, we got here, and Bren seemed to be under some sort of compulsion. So I fixed that, and then there was a lady here, and she dived into the water, and I think she became the goop.
Okay, well, this is only my second time here, and the people at Barrel House had mentioned the lady of whom you speak, but I never actually met her.
Well,
Are you
she's
planning to stay here, or do you want to leave?
Let's get.
Is there any reason to stay here?
On my end, I can't think of one. This place is, I don't know what to call it, cursed, but it is touched by some sort of magic, as it sounds like you know better than I.
Right, but what's the source? That's the question. All right.
I don't know.
Well,
I have to get back to.
I don't
Oh, go ahead.
really have any carnal direction to go off of at the moment, so I'm gonna let you two make the decisions for a little while. Mine hurts.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Hmm.
I have to go back to town, to Talon Cove, and report back to Osprey Beak Altar. But I'm willing to walk with you, and I think it's safer if we stay in numbers.
I agree, and I'm extremely hungry for some reason.
Are you all going to do any more healing?
Nope.
No, I'm okay.
No,
Okay.
I'll wait for till we get back to a camp or somewheres. Hopefully.
Okay. Praljaw leaps across the stone and awaits you over here. Eldrod backs off. I do not know the source of the magic. It's could be the barrel mirror itself, or it could be something else. All right, so it's afternoon now,
Mhm.
and very early afternoon. And where would you like to go? You could. Eldrod says. I mean, you could also you could try to find your way back to the ship. Eldrod explains that he can also lead you on a trail back to town, though it is a decent walk.
Well, we did
Probably
kind of
take a couple days.
we did kind of partition a boat, didn't we?
You did.
And the
You're not sure if
dinghy
it's
is
still there.
still probably hopefully still on the beach. We could go back and get that dragon treasure.
In the strange room? No, thank you.
Yeah.
The air begins to turn colder. The air is turning colder. You do see clouds moving in from the ice sheens.
Storm's blowing in. Whatever we decide, we probably ought to do it soon, or we're gonna be caught out in it.
Wind is slowly beginning to pick up. Eldrod speaks up and says, "We could always go back to Beryl House. Pretend like nothing happened here.
That's probably our safest bet.
It is shelter, but are you all... I confess I'm not the best in the wilderness. Are you all good at building shelters? We could do that too." I'm okay with going back to Beryl House, but we will be on guard. I have to confess to you both, Stainer and Galdrin, that I came there from Osprey Beak Altar. You'll notice I've shed the beryl-colored garments. I have them in my pack. I may put them back on, but I was there to investigate them on behalf of the clerics. And like you, Jajare, I think you put it well. They are creepily harmless. I think that's a good way to articulate it. Hopefully they stay that way.
Are you investigating them because you...
I agree. There is some sort of unholy power there, this strange magic of the beryl color. Like it really makes me think of the beryl mirror, but we do not know what it is. So yes, but we do believe there is some sort of cult forming. Yes.
Is there a quick trail to back to the beach where we have our dinghy? Or will we be caught in the storm, you think?
Feel free to give me a land fare check. Anybody who has land fare.
And,
You know you're a good distance out from the beach, which is roughly west of you. You did a lot of winding in the forest, so it's going to take you a while to get back there. Okay, Jajare, in looking at the storm, it's headed your direction from the mountains, and you know you are not going to be able to make it back to the boat in time. You may be able to make it there the next day, tomorrow, but you're going to need shelter for sure. The storm is, again, it's summer, but it looks like it's going to be a pretty heavy rain.
Guys, we're in this...
So let's hurry to the barrel house.
Okay. Are you all cool with that?
yep.
Okay. For the better part of a few hours, you make your way through the forest and you're able to follow just by memory the road back, plus Eldrod knows the way. The storm hits while you're out there. Right now, it starts with a sprinkle, then becomes a moderate rain, definitely soaking through your clothes. You turn up the pathway towards Beryl House, and because you've circled around it, and there was a fork in the road. You proceed towards the house, and all is strangely quiet. I'm gonna go ahead and put you all back here. Push you down a little farther because you have not quite gotten up there yet. You do not see any of the people or the creatures that you saw outside of the house earlier. But you can still see torch lights inside, or lanterns, as the case may be. The storm is blowing over you now. The rain is falling heavier and heavier, but all is quiet outside.
I'll run up and bang on the door.
Okay, you run up and bang on the door. Thump, 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 thump. No one answers.
Check the.
You look through the slats. It does not look like it is locked from the inside. There's no board across the door or any sign of a lock.
And I mean, it's coming down pretty good. I'm gonna push the door open.
Okay. You push the door open and step inside, and you do not see anyone or hear anything but the storm on the roof of the house. But it is warm and dry inside. All around, you do see it looks roughly as it did before, but you do see a few scattered items. As if they were just dropped where they were.
Okay. Are any of the sconces or anything lit on the walls?
Yes, so there are a couple of lanterns lit. So that's casting the illumination you saw through the windows.
Okay.
There's still this charmingly creepy statue here. And
Oh.
everything else here's still.
Oh.
Eldrod is standing in the entrance chamber looking around.
It looks like we've got the
The rest
place
of you-
to ourselves.
Where'd everybody go?
I mean, you guys said they were creepy anyway, so.
They were, and the last time we were here.
Eldrod is looking around, and he's clearly as befuddled as you are. The rain begins to pound. You can hear it roaring on the roof.
You know what this needs? Nice soup. I'm gonna head to the kitchen.
All right, you head to the kitchen.
Rummage around through all their left behind goods.
Okay. Most definitely, feel free to give me a search check. See Eldrod head for one of these sets of stairs. And head upstairs.
You said a look or a search?
Search. Okay. All right, you're rummaging around. Don't find anything particularly interesting, but it does strike you that it seems that, for example, this overturned chair here, you have the impression they left in haste. Eldrin, Jajare, what are you going to do?
Going to check over on this room to the left.
Okay. Eldrin, you head in there, and there is a nice big bear rug on the floor. The remnants of a fire are burning in this chewed up stone hearth over here. You had never gone into this room when you first met these people because you stayed out in the main chamber. So you see a couple of books just almost dropped on the floor. Pretty beat up area, but there are also some nice books still on the shelves. It looks like someone may have grabbed some chunks of them, a few sets of them, and again, like Stainer, you are getting the impression of leaving in haste. Judge Ray, what are you going to do? Okay. Okay, go ahead and give me a search check. Okay, Judge Ray, you turn up some evidence of, just as Stainer and Galdrin are thinking, that people left in haste, but nothing else is jumping out at you right now. You can hear Eldrod walking around upstairs. And
Finding anything up
eventually
there?
he comes walking back down the other stairs. No, they're gone. Their sleeping quarters are turned over, and I found a few possessions, and nothing particularly valuable, but it looks like they vanished in a hurry. The rain is now thundering even harder. Stainer, are you getting that stew cooking?
Absolutely.
Okay. Over
There's
here in the kitchen.
There's some dragon bits, there's some troll bits, there's some vegetables.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a cook check. It's going to take you a bit to get the stew going. You do find more ingredients in their pantries, so you're able to throw in some more vegetables, anything else you want.
Oh,
All right, you're not sure how tasty this is going to turn out.
smells good.
Okay, excellent. All right, Stainer is in there over here cooking some stew on a hearth.
It's mostly water with bits of leftover dragon and troll and like one carrot.
All right, all except for the rain and except for the sounds of Stainer stirring the cauldron, you do not hear anything. Are you going to search any other rooms? Eldrod says we could look downstairs. I'll go do that. Through that doorway, and you hear his footsteps go walking down into some sort of cellar.
I'm going to look in this room up here.
Okay, Galdrin. The door opens easily. You can see the rain falling outside. There is a burning lamp in this room too. And there's still a little ambient daylight out of here despite the dark storm, so you're able to see out these windows. The trees are blowing and swaying. This is a heck of a storm, especially for summer. You gonna search the room?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a search check. Okay. Eldred, as you are looking about on this rug here, you your eye fixates on what appears to be some gashes in the rug, and you look at the pattern, you almost have the impression that someone was trying to grab onto this rug, maybe right about there, and was pulled this direction back towards the door. You see a little blood on the floorboards underneath the rug where it's torn, and a couple blood stains that look like fingerprints farther down the rug.
Is there like a slight trail going out the door?
It goes to the corner of the rug here. You find a little blood. It blends into the wood on the floorboards really, really well, so it's tough to spot. But then it disappears right about where you're standing.
I'm gonna move the rug.
Okay. You move the rug and you search around. Floorboards, there are definitely some blood spots on splinters where the floorboards had been, maybe they were just already rough, but you definitely have the impression that someone's hands were trying to grab on there and unsuccessfully. You have a feeling someone was pulled, and you think it was a younger person, not a child under 10, but probably early, not much past 10 either, early teens at most, judging by the size of the hands.
Are any of the floorboards loose?
You test the floorboards, and they do not seem to be loose.
All right.
Not in the best condition, that's for sure, but you can hear Eldrod walking around down below, too. He has a heavy footfall, and he is decently armored, so you know he's not moving quietly.
Found some blood in here.
I'll walk out of the kitchen. Yeah, but no bodies, right?
Nope.
Well, with this storm raging, we can get a little fire going in there and get us a nice little rest on. Well, I mean, there's nothing else to do tonight. No people here.
Eldrod eventually comes back. Jaja Ray, are you doing anything else?
I'm just gonna go towards Eldrin. Could you tell what caused the blood? Like, does it look like
It looks like there was some sort of. It looks like there's a sign of a struggle. Something getting dragged towards the door and then disappearing.
Did I hear something about a struggle?
Yeah. Do you know what would have? Oh, Eldrin, explain to him what you saw.
There was a bit of blood, some like scratch marks in the wood and the carpet. Looks like someone was trying to not get dragged.
Where did it lead to?
This door above, this door right in front of me.
So, where's the blood on this side of the door? This is from the
See,
did
carpet
not
to this
find it.
door. Where could it have gone? Did you look under the carpet?
Yes. I even checked the floorboards.
Elrod, you didn't see any blood on the ceiling down there, did you?
No, I did not. I I looked around. I even looked to see if there was a door out of there, some sort of hidden door. I couldn't find one. You're all welcome to go search. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did. I was only here a couple days before you all showed up. I did not get to know their ways that well, but clearly something made them leave.
Right. So I'll go check that out, and I'll slurp the rest of that soup out, and I'll hand the carrot over to Jaja. This is disgusting.
Who's going to eat the soup?
I'm gonna pick the
I ain't
carrot
touching that.
out of the soup and like dry it off.
Okay.
And I'll just eat the carrot.
Okay. It does not taste that great, but it is edible.
It's basically mop water carrot, so it's real floppy.
Calvin, did you say you were going to give it a shot?
No, I ain't touching that soup.
And you know that
It'll make you feel
Stainer is a
better.
very good cook.
I just have a feeling in my gut.
Come on, it's comfort food. It's a nice storm. Fill your belly.
I'll give it a whiff just to see if I can smell if it's good.
The proverbial cartoon fucking skull and crossbones comes out of the steam.
Calvin, you go ahead and give me a cook check. Let's test your culinary capabilities.
I do have a +5.
Do you really?
Yes.
What level of training do you have?
Standard.
Okay. Yeah, so okay. There is definitely some sort of odor coming off of it that tells you this is not Stainer's best work.
Think it needs more. I don't know. Onion.
You want me to add more veg? What is it with vegetables? It needs more meat. Should have got that snake. Damn it.
That would have been a good addition. Dragon, snake, and ogre.
I considered grabbing, scooping up some of that slime. Add a little spice, a little sourness to something.
Are you all going to make preparations to stay there for the night?
I'm planning to.
Yes.
Okay.
But I will go downstairs and check out that basement.
Okay. Anybody else going downstairs with Stainer?
Sure, why not?
Ray, are you staying up top or heading down? Okay. Okay. Eldrod will stay up top. He seems to be trying to make friends with Growljaw, not doing nearly as good of a job of course, you all, especially Jaja Ray, have.
Elrod, why don't
With,
you quit playing with the dog and see if you can get a fire going?
He casts a sidelong glance at you, and but I like your dog. Seems like a good animal. Yeah, I'll get a fire going. I hear someone say there was a fireplace in this room. I never really went over here. Here a couple times. Oh yeah, that's where it was. He goes over to the hearth and begins working on a fire. Meanwhile, you all head through this door and head downstairs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Feel free to give me search checks. The cellar is made of stone. It's not in the best condition. There is water leaking in from the rains. Not a ton. It's in puddles in some places, but it's not like it's in danger of flooding. So feel free to give me those search checks. All right, Stainer. You find a fishing net in one corner. See what Jaja Ray. Jaja Ray, do you want to burn Numa on a reroll or just take the 8? Okay. You aren't turning up a ton of stuff, maybe a couple fishing hooks. Galdrin, fire away with search.
Oh, that was my 18.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Okay, you find a compass.
Compass.
Putting all the items together when you start that you found and when you start looking around, there is a nautical theme to them, some sort of sailing connection. Even down here, it looks like a bunch of stuff was grabbed in a hurry.
We found a compass.
That might come in handy. I found a fishing net. That definitely will come in handy. I know you're a vegetarian, but do you eat fish, Jaja?
You can definitely do seaweed if you want. Get great nutrition from that. All right, y'all. I know it's approaching 10 o'clock where Gil is, and we can wrap up the session here unless there's something else you want to do inside the house. You are battening down the hatches for the night.
I would probably bar, since it's getting ready to storm. I'm assuming there's storm shutters on the windows.
Yes.
I would go around the entire place and make sure all the storm windows are shut,
Okay.
and then make my way down to that bearskin rug to curl up and fall asleep.
Okay. Jaja Ray, Galvin, are you going to do anything else?
Find a suitable spot to lay my head.
I think we should all
Okay.
stay in one room together, just in case, since it seems like something nefarious happened upstairs.
I call the
Okay. Eldrod is definitely going to stay near the fire and the window. He curls up and chats with you long into the night until you fall asleep. Are you going to set watches?
I honestly don't think I would have even thought about it. I'm pretty hurt, tired. We fought a dragon, then
Yeah.
went immediately in to fight a slime monster. I feel like we're super safe in here, so I wouldn't even thought about it. Maybe a lapse
Okay.
of judgment on my part, but I'm not speaking for everybody.
I mean, Georgia was kind of thinking the same thing, just making sure everything is, secure, and felt like if we were safe in one room, like all together in one room, everything locked down, that we wouldn't necessarily need to.
Okay. Excellent. Then this is definitely the warmest room in the house, and the storm continues to rage. Growljaw settles down over here by these two windows, which are pretty musty, and curls up on the floor. Seems to have his snout pointed towards this door, being a good guard dog. And the rest of you, you are absolutely able to crash together in there. Eldrod, what you learn from him is that he grew up in Talon Cove and began serving at Osprey Beak Altar. Stainer, like you, he became an exarch at a young age, showed an affinity for reverential magic, but he's always worked with all the other clerics. And he says that during the 2 days he was with the Barrel cult, as he's just going to call it now. He says, "Yeah, I think it's a cult." He said, "Yeah, they just seem so nice and friendly and so eager for everyone to spend time at the temple when they could to try to get visions. I went there, as I mentioned, but I did not get a vision, and I'm starting to be glad that I did not." Do you have any questions for him?
Is that what happened to me?
I wish I knew. And we wish we knew what the source of this magic is. The barrel mirror seems to be the most obvious answer, but why magic is coming from the barrel mirror, we could not tell you. And Alvin, did you say you used a power to drive a spirit away from him or some sort of influence?
Yes.
Well, then there's something unseen that moves with this, and I don't know what it is. And I hope we find out. He pulls a blanket out of his pack and leans against the wall. Are you all cool with calling it there?
Works for me.
I am.
Okay. Ruby. Then our next session is on September 17th. And as I mentioned earlier, I won't be available for October 1st, so that'll be open for someone else, but we can definitely game in 2 weeks if that works for you all.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Right on. Thanks for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.